Hey Scott, hey everyone else, welcome back to For Running Shoes. Yeah, thanks Scott for sharing about your plans to do the Run for the Young again this year, doing the half marathon and getting a PB there. I'm sure you'll smash that and it'll be a lot of fun, and even getting back into running. I guess you've been running half marathons a little bit over the last few months, but doing this one later in August will be a good I don't know, just getting back into that distance and starting off your training block for it. Maybe it'll give you some motivation as well, thinking about, oh yeah, what could it be like to push the pace at something like this? So that'd be really cool. And it's cool to hear that you're considering Puffing Billy as well and planning on going to that. So I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm realizing it's going to hurt a lot to run it fast, so I don't think I'm fully prepared for that. I think my goal for the race is about an hour, which may be too ambitious. I'm not 100% sure. I know the course has about a bit over 300 meters of elevation gain, which is quite a lot. It's spread out over 13 and a half kilometers. So yeah, it's not going to feel too much at any particular point, I don't think. I think that's all pretty gradual. I don't know. Yeah. What I've heard is that it's not unrunnable, which is good. So there's not some crazy difficult parts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I've been thinking about how to build some speed on hills, because I've never really thought about that. Like, how do you actually get faster running up hills? And so I've done some research, and basically what I found is having strong legs is helpful. So doing some workouts, particularly things like lunges, single leg lunges. Obviously, that's single leg lunges, but doing that, and then single leg sort of like step ups, those sort of things. I guess both of those exercises are normally single leg, but basically the idea is that you do some single leg strength building so that you can obviously power up the hill, because running is a single leg sport. So yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to implement that weekly, but also even a little bit like throughout the week. Like after a run, I might do some exercises, and just trying to build as much strength as I can here and there. The other things I'm trying to do is just to run more hills with my weekly mileage. So I basically am never running flat at the moment. I'm just running, even if it's only a little bit of hills over the run, I'm making sure I'm getting 10 meters elevation gain per kilometer. That's usually what I like to try and do if I'm just trying to get a little bit of hills happening. So yeah, our block is pretty good for that. It has about that sort of elevation over the distance. And then I've also done a couple of, one in particular long run, which is about the race distance, 13 kilometers. And it has probably not quite as many hills, but it's still pretty hilly, like 200 meters or more of elevation. And yeah, I took that at a bit of like a tempo-y sort of pace. So trying to run in like zone 3, I guess. I don't know. I'm not too sold on all the heart rate stuff. For me, it just, I found it hard to get good heart rate data that I feel confident that I'm doing what the heart rate says I'm doing. But yeah, it was just sort of a bit faster than comfortable pace. So it was like, I think 4:45 for that. I think it was about that. It was a bit under 5-minute pace, I think. So yeah, I was really happy to be able to do that, and feel pretty strong throughout that. And hopefully that translates into the race. I feel pretty strong because I knew like I could push it faster than what I was doing, like if I was racing. But yeah, it still wasn't that easy. So I think getting used to that uncomfortable sort of pace up and down hills is really helpful for building speed. And then also I'm just doing a bit of, I'm trying to implement some workouts again, and particularly do hill sprints for that. So I think I'm mainly going to aim for longer sprints rather than like a 100, 200 meter, like all out sort of sprint up a hill. I'm trying to find some more gradual slopes that are longer, like 500 meters to a kilometer, and just like doing those at sort of more race pace sort of thing. Probably a bit faster than race pace, but yeah, we'll see. I think to do it in the pace that I was looking at, around an hour, is a bit like 4:10-ish pace. So it seems like a hard ask. Like I can't run up those hills at that pace. but I don't have to because I can sprint down the downhills. So it's just really hard to figure out pacing. Ultimately, I think what I'm really honing in on is just running by effort and not by pace. That's, I think, a mistake to go out and just think, oh, I have to hit this pace and then this pace and then I'll go up hills at this pace, down hills at this pace. I don't think it's really helpful. You just kind of have to be like, all right, I'm going to work hard, but also know that, oh no, I can't go too lactic up these hills. Otherwise I'm just going to suffer for the whole race. So yeah, it's a new thing for me. I'm not a fast hill runner. I've just done flat road. Well, like obviously they have some hills in them, the road marathons and stuff, but yeah, nothing crazy. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm not expecting crazy results, and I only have about a month of training left, so I don't think there's anything crazy I can pull off in that time. Like, I'll have a bit of improvement. Hopefully I'll be a bit more conditioned to hills, but it'll be what it'll be. So it'll be fun. Another thing that I'm just really wary of is not getting injured. Because even though people say like hill running is really safe because there's less strain on your body, like if you're running downhill, there's a lot of like extra I don't know, oomph for every step because you're falling into it, and you're more likely to overstride and stuff like that. So and then same on flat ground, you're more likely to injure yourself even just on flat. Apparently uphill is just always better, but for me, I've just found I just always get my injuries always come from hill running. Whenever I've tried hill sprints, I just always end up with a bit of an injury, and so that's why I've neglected them for so long. Yeah, so it's a bit annoying. I'm not sure why that is. It's probably because I pushed myself similarly to flat ground, and I kind of run faster than I should be running up a hill, and really gas myself out early on in the reps, and then yeah, maybe keep going past the point of exhaustion or something, or yeah, maybe just doing too much too soon is probably the main thing, and that's the main area that I'm trying to make sure I don't do, which is hard because I feel a time pressure to try and fit as much training as I can, but then I don't want to do too much and just get injured. So that's a tricky one that I'm trying to figure out, but hopefully we get there. And I think after this, I'm just going to have to really pull back races. Like, I won't do any races for the rest of the year so that I make sure I'm just building mileage and setting myself up well for my marathon, which is my next key race in April next year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that particularly, but these little races in between are going to be fun as well. So hopefully it goes well. I'm looking forward to sharing how the race goes in about a month with you guys. Oh, it's actually less than that now. Oh, no, it is more than that. Cool. It's about a month, yeah. Awesome. Oh, I'll leave it there. Hopefully it's helpful even as you think about hill running and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's good for you. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in my next one. See you later.